The topic is all about virtual and remote laboratories. What is virtual lab? Virtual labs are e-learning resources which enhance the accessibility of experimental setup, providing distance teaching framework which meets the student hands-on learning needs. In addition, online collaborative communication represent a practical and constructivist methods to transmit the knowledge and experience of the teacher to student, overcoming physical distance and isolation. So, ang virtual laboratory ay maaari rin makatulong sa pagpapakita ng iba't ibang network device. Halimbawa, ang EVNG or Network Emulation Software ay isang libreng software na nagbibigay daan sa mga gumagamit o lumilikha sa isang virtual lab environment gamit ang Beamerware Workstation Player. So, sa ganitong paraan, maaari nating matuto kung paano gumamit ng Verbiage Network device tulad ng routers, switches, firewalls, servers at iba pa. So, ang virtual laboratory hindi lamang tungkol sa science at chemical. Maaari din mahalagang tool sa maraming industriya. So, halimbawa nito, ang programming courses. Madalas nating ginagamit ng simulation tools upang magturo sa mga mag-aaral katulad natin. So, sa ganitong paraan, ang virtual training labs ay may compliers at code editors na nakatagpo sa HTML page na nagbibigay daan sa atin upang lumikha at baguhin at i-run code ng madali lahat ng isang e-learning course. Types of virtual labs. Simulation-based virtual labs. In this type, the experiments are modeled using mathematical equation. Simulation are carried out remotely at high-end server and result communicated to the student over the internet. It can cater to large number of students. May mga halimbawa ako ng simulation-based virtual labs, katulad ng virtual laboratories. Ito naman ay lumikha ng 3 virtual laboratory programs kung saan ang mag-aaral ay matuto at makakapagsanay ng mga pangunahing laboratory skills tulad ng pagsukat ng mga specimen o paggamit ng mga laboratory equipment gaya ng timbangan at beaker. Learn Genetics. Ito naman ay nag-aalok ng 3 virtual. Ito ay Interactive Biotechnics Laboratories. So, ginagamit din ang Learn Genetics sa DNA, microarray analysis. Next naman ay Remote Trigger Virtual Lab. In this type of labs, actual experiment are triggered remotely and result communicate to the student, but it can cater to limited number of students as time slot are booked before conducting such experiment. So, ang remote trigger lab naman ay maaaring gamitin para sa iba't ibang larangan ng sining at teknolohiya, tulad ng automotive system proteomics. Halimbawa nito, ang isang remote trigger lab ay ang Remote Trigger Virtual Lab on Automotive System na naglalaman ng mga experiment tungkol sa isang single-cylinder petrol engine na may eddy current dynamometer. So, ang mag-aaral ay maaaring makakita sa real-time gamit ang internet-based video o camera o makatanggap ng mga video recorded. Aims to provide remote access to laboratories in various disciplines of science and engineering for students of levels from undergraduate to research. It intends to develop a complete learning management system where the student can avail the various tools for learning, including additional web resources, video lectures, animated demonstration, and self-evaluation. It is also a component wherein costly equipment and resources are shared which otherwise available to only a limited number for users due to constraints on time and geographical distance. It helps in learning basic and advanced concepts through remote experimentation. Salient features. It provides measured data for virtual lab experiment corresponding to the data previously obtained by measurement on actual system. It remotely triggers an experiment in actual lab. It provides the student the result of the experiment through the computer interface. It entails carrying out the actual lab experiment remotely. It is user-friendly and one can call or email support team for help. Registration not required in mass of virtual labs. It can be accessed either through time slot or anytime. Samples. A case of such an environment is the virtual radiopharmacy laboratory. So, the virtual radiopharmacy laboratory is a 3D simulation of a real radio pharmacy laboratory where learnings represented by 3D avatars. It can be experiment on radiopharmacy equipment by carrying out specific learning scenarios. Another example of a distributed virtual reality environment for simulation-based learning is C-Vision. C-Vision is a research project which focuses on the implementation of multi-user 3D environment of educational purpose. They are advantages. It can augment the efficiency of theory-based lectures. Small project can also be carried out. It can effectively be used to give lab demonstration to large classes. It is cost-effective as costly equipment and resources can reach to large students. There is no time and geographical constraint. Continues. It improves access to higher education and offers flexible learning schedule. All relevant information, theory, lab manuals, additional web resources, video lectures, animated demonstration, and self-evaluation are available at a common place. Web-based and video-based course helps to address the issue or teaching. It has feedback form to access the student level of understanding. It enhances skill and knowledge of students who reside in remote areas. Disadvantages. It does not give hands-on experience to students. Digital literacy and availability of internet connection is a constraint. Motivating student becomes difficult after some time. Acceptance of responsibility becomes another problem. Knowledge of technology and its implementation is another hurdle. Online assessment can be difficult as special attention has to be devoted to control students from cheating. That's all. Thank you.